How the Seljuk Empire fell, from glory to collapse. The 11th century. From the vast plains of Asia, a storm began to rise. A storm so fierce that from Baghdad to Anatolia, the map of history would soon be rewritten. This was the Seljuk Empire. A power so strong it conquered not only lands, but restored hope across the Muslim world. But the question remains, how did such a mighty empire fall? Was the enemy too powerful? Or was the enemy already within? The rise. From the Oghuz Turkic tribes of Central Asia, the Seljuks rose to power in 1037. When Tughril Beg entered Baghdad and protected the Abbasid Caliph, it was not just a political move, it was the revival of Sunni authority. Then came Alp Arslan. In 1071, he defeated the Byzantine army at the legendary Battle of Manzikert. And with that victory, the gates of Anatolia opened wide. Then arrived the Golden Age under Malik Shah I. Knowledge, justice, strong administration. With the wisdom of the Grand Vizier Nizam al-Mulk, the empire stood on unshakable foundations. Schools were built, government strengthened. It seemed as if this empire would last for centuries. But history never pauses for anyone. The sudden darkness. 1092. In one single year, 2 earthquakes struck the empire. First, the assassination of Nizam al-Mulk. Then, the sudden death of Malik Shah. The empire's brain and heart were gone, and that moment was where the cracks began. The war for the throne. After Malik Shah's death, one question remained. Who would claim the throne? Sons, brothers, relatives, all stepped into the battlefield of power. The central authority began to weaken. Provincial governors started ruling like kings. The empire that once stood as one body was now breaking into pieces. Persia ruled itself. Syria stood apart, and in Anatolia emerged the Sultanate of Rum. This division was not only of land, it was a division of power. The Crusader storm. In 1096, a new threat rose from Europe. History remembers it as the First Crusade. Christian armies marched eastward. Their target, Jerusalem. While the Seljuks fought each other, their enemy marched united. In 1099, Jerusalem was lost. This was not just the loss of a city. It was a psychological blow. The inner weakness. The greatest problem of the Seljuk Empire was not the enemy outside. The real danger was inside. Its foundations were already shaking. Provincial rulers had grown powerful. Central authority had weakened, and there was no clear system of succession. After a strong leader, the system must remain strong. Because history teaches us, leaders may die, but systems survive. Yet here, even the system was fragile. The Mongol strike. In the 13th century, another storm rose. Its name was Genghis Khan. The Mongol armies swept across Asia like wildfire. In 1243, the Seljuk forces were defeated at the Battle of Kosadak. This was the final blow. The empire had already been broken, but now even its remnants disappeared. The lesson: the Seljuk Empire was not destroyed by one enemy, not the Crusaders alone, not the Mongols alone. The true reason was internal division, the hunger for power, and a fragile system of succession. History shouts this truth again and again. When nations remain united, even the fiercest storms cannot break them. But when cracks appear within, the wall collapses on its own. Today, when we look at the ruins of the Seljuk Empire, they show us more than history. They show us a mirror, and they ask a question. Do we learn from history, or do we repeat the same mistakes? The fall of the Seljuk Empire was not just a story. It was a warning.